up the phones for a little bit of Monday Open Phones. And this is actually some bad PS3 news, guys, so you can't say I never supported you anti-PS3 whores out there. 1UP is reporting that Orange Box in the PS3 is nearly unplayable, guys, and that's like shocking to me considering how much praise this game has gotten in the last 2 months. According to Dave Ellis of 1UP, the game has serious issues. But before I get directly into those issues, it needs to be noted that the PC and the 360 version were handled by Valve directly, whereas the PS3 port was actually handed off to an internal team at EA who worked on the project. Now, not only has the game suffered from delays, but now it seems like it is getting much, much worse. After Ellis spent a significant amount of time, he calls the game out on several big issues. For example, frame rate is constantly fluctuating to the point of going from a solid 30 FPS to, get this, literally a slideshow of Gordon Freeman traveling down a river or on a vehicle. And they say that the vehicle portions seem to be very, very suspect of where these frame drops are occurring. Ironically, he says that Portal runs flawlessly. So, you know...
That doesn't blow me away, though. Portal has no open views.
You're right about that. Now, so here's some questions. First off, is Orange Box doomed for the PS3, or can EA pull it out in the 11th hour with some fixes? Additionally, is this what we should, expect out of EA's internal coding team? Like,
they've had trouble with the PS3 in the past.
I know, but it's a little scary because, is it the hardware? Is it the coding team? Is it the fact that Valve is just a superior development house than EA? I mean, I don't know, but...
EA needs to start poaching some people from Sony because no one's doing it right but Sony. I mean, I feel bad saying that, but all the hot games come out of Sony. All the others just seem inferior.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Force. But I feel like, with EA, like they're not really concerned about the PS3 yet because there's just not a lot of market penetration. I mean, for them, it's all about the bottom line. And whatever's going to sell a lot and make a lot of money, that's what's most important to them. And I feel like for the PS3, not that important yet. Xbox 360, yes. PC, yes. The Wii, of course. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I mean,
we all know that. We're all waiting for the numbers to go up.
Well, do you think they're going to go? Yeah, they are going to go up. But I mean,
but let me throw this one out there, you guys.
Now they're behind. You know what I mean?
Now they're behind, exactly. So while they were putting out subpar ports of their sports games in the first half of the year, maybe they just need to be straight up R&Ding it. Now, that's not without saying, I'm pretty sure that EA has some secret PS3 projects up their sleeves. Partially because of a conversation that I had many months ago with Amir Ajami, who had, he basically said, I'm working on a secret project. Right, producer, I'm working on a secret project. And the reason why we suspect it's on the PS3 is because he mentioned that the development cycle was 12 months. And your typical EA development cycle is like 6. So basically, they were giving him a full year to work on a game, and he said it was actually the first time ever at EA that he had worked there that they were giving him such a long time to work on a game. By then, deduction leads it to be that, of course, it's PS3 that they're working on.
I hope so.
I have just one thing to say because I'm tired of nubs like Hogan and other people that just read headlines on the internet. The PS3 is on the same sales track as the Xbox 360 during the same time.
Dude, I'm talking
same
about...
as the PS2.
Wait. Okay, that's fine.
The PS3 is a complicated piece of technology. Hogan, you should know as much as anyone how
all
complicated
Hogan
it is.
said... Hold on.
Look,
hold the fuck on.
It's not just Hogan,
Hold the fuck on. I was listening during this portion. I don't think you were. All Hogan said is that EA they wanted more market penetration. He did not say that the PS3 was lagging behind in sales. No, he fucking didn't. He said that the market penetration.
What I meant is that
but it's the same as the PS2 and 360. And that's not an excuse. The excuse is that EA just doesn't care. Obviously, it can be done.
If there's no financial motivation, they're not going to do anything about it.
I've defended Hogan. Now I'm going to defend Suma. Suma's absolutely right because all you have to do is look at Call of Duty 4. And Activision needs to leave their offices, take off their pants, and let their 14-inch dicks wave around in the wind, guys, because they know how to fucking program on the PS3. And they didn't care about market penetration. They obviously, Suma, didn't care about how many, the systems it sold because they knew it would. And they came out, they did something right.
And seriously, and people are still having problems with 360 coding. I would say Mass Effect doesn't run so great.
Oh, Mass Effect definitely has frame rate issues, no doubt about it.
Is that a Microsoft game?
However, I do want to give, and this is a good segue, actually. I saw Beowulf this weekend, and it made me appreciate what Mass Effect is on a lot, smaller scale. Because you got to think, Beowulf, these guys were, rendering out single frames in 2 hours. Whereas Mass Effect does basically lip syncing, graphics, post-processing in real time. It's pretty amazing when you think about it, and once you actually go see it.
That's what happens when you get 4 years to develop.
Well, I know.
That's why EA can't compete with stuff like that. 6 months to a year.
But, Hogan's right and Suma is right. Suma and I talked about this the other day.
I wasn't in reference to the sales chart. I was just saying, 6 months ago, there wasn't as much market penetration a year ago.
I'm just sort of using you as an example, not taking it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to take it out on you.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of shit that I see.
There.
A lot of shit, I see in Stickum chat or ignorant people around the web. They refuse to look at actual facts and history, and instead just want to jump on bandwagons, and it's just annoying. So,
Suma, I'm just curious to know why you compare it to the 360 when the PS2 is the largest console of all time, and you're comparing the numbers to the weakest.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're saying right now.
You should be
I'm comparing 360 because I'm comparing the sales time that they've had. It's people like you that keep saying, "Oh, the PS3 is failing," blah blah blah. No, it's not. It's on track as every other system that has come out, and I'm just tired of people saying the fucking PS3 is failing. It's not failing. It was #1 in Japan for 2 weeks. All it has to do with price. Once that price drops, it's going to be the fucking same story all over again with the PS2.
I agree. It's
so
price
shut the
too,
fuck
because
up,
they had
all
the
of you.
largest install base of any machine ever. You would think it would have just blown up when it launched.
Hold on. I want to back up a couple things that Suma is saying. Because, Suma, I'm going to give you some additional ammo, okay? Your 6-shooter just became a 7-shooter, okay? Check this out. Because not only is it badass that the PS3 has basically reached the same milestones, we'll call them that, as the 360 did when it released. But in the PS3's defense, again, the 360 was competing against old-gen systems. So, of course, it was naturally going to be selling an increased amount because people were upgrading from old technology to new. So with that being said, the PS3 has reached the same milestones as the 360
and honestly,
while competing with 2 other next-gen systems and the most popular handheld Nintendo DS and the most popular console, the PS2.
And I said this last week, and Wheat didn't necessarily agree with me, but when you look at, to me, it's only the PS3 and 360 competing for a certain market. It's the Wii that is competing with the PS2, okay? In my mind, the Wii is not competing with the 360 and PS3. The Wii is competing with the PS2. The Wii is competing for the same market that the PS2 has right now. A casual crowd, a younger crowd, and a crowd that can't necessarily afford a big HD TV or a big Sony PS3 or a surround sound system or a bunch of great games.
Right.
The Wii is a lower price point, is a simpler system for those that like simpler things. And the PS2 is its only real competition right now. I don't even like to see the Wii compared to the 360 and PS3 in any respect.
Have you officially taken my spot as biggest Sony 3 fanboy?
And I wasn't. And the original Xbox is what got me back into console gaming with Halo. And I was never high on the PS3 until I actually got one and started playing it. Started going to events. Started seeing more about it behind the scenes. Started seeing what was happening. And the system itself convinced me. Not what other people are saying. Not what the hype says. Not what PR people says. Actually spending time with the system, talking with people, talking with developers, and seeing what it can do. That's what convinced me. Not reading headlines on the internet. That's it.
That was a great speech.
You know what, though? That speech is basically all negated because I know that Sumo reads Wii headlines, and that's it. And then just like peace, and then like is talking massive shit. No,
and you know what? If Nintendo's next system is as good as or better than the PS3, and they have games as good as or better than the PS3,
all over it,
then
dude.
I'll be all over it in a second.
Controller
I have
back,
that
though.
much loyalty. It's like I am loyal to the best system and the best experience I can get. And
you're
no
loyal
matter...
to graphics.
Okay, buddy.
Loyalty.
Enjoy
She's got
cruising
the
on the
best
Wii then,
graphics.
because graphics don't mean anything.
Dude, cruising's the bomb on the Wii.
Go enjoy that
gay.
wax paper that is on top of your screen as you play Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, and then you know. Then you can talk to me about why
Umbrella
graphics
He
Chronicles
has a
did
PS3
suck,
though.
bro.
Come on.
I
man.
feel like we're in two different worlds when we review Wii games. Your guys' experience is always different than mine.
We're just
It
we come
just
into it
blows me away.
negative, Force. We come in negative. That's
I
all.
was actually excited to play Resident Evil, but you know what? We're going to save that for Thursday. Let's take a couple of phone calls. Thank you.